I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means He exists, that He is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahushai, which means He is the deliverer. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Today we're being called bywords and proverbs such as African American, Native American, Seminole Indian, Latin Hispanic, Jamaican, Haitian, West Indian. All right. So the self-proclaimed white man, Caucasians, Europeans, they're the Edomites. All right, we're in the last days. According to Bible prophecy, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that follow it. This is an article from Shed the Fan Plan. It says the mainstream media is talking about the mystery fog phenomenon that is causing panic all over Babylon. All right, so it's now hit mainstream news. It was on TikTok, which through TikTok, a lot of information is brought out. You know, a lot of people record and upload videos, people from all around the world. You know, and they kind of link up. You know, which is another main reason why they want to take that app down. You know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of disinformation as well. But sometimes there's a lot of good, true, accurate information. You know, people sharing dreams, visions, things of that nature. You know, it says, has there been an unusual amount of fog in your area lately? If so, did a lot of people in your area start getting sick after the fog arrived? Question mark. All of a sudden, fog has become one of the hottest topics on social media, and even the mainstream media is now talking about this phenomenon. But is there any validity to the story? I'm going to try to be balanced, and I'm going to share information from both sides of the debate. I would encourage you to read this entire article all the way to the end, because there's a twist that not a lot of people are talking about right now. Right? It says earlier today, the Daily Mail published an article about this story, which was quickly picked up by the Drudge Report. A thick fog is sweeping across the U.S., with locals in multiple states reporting how a burning chemical-like smell has blanketed their communities. Concerned Babylonians have flooded social media with videos of what looked like white particles raining down and swirling in the air. Some witnesses have also claimed the fog has also triggered health symptoms similar to a respiratory illness. All right, in my last video, you know, I did, there was a young lady, you know, she looked like what you would think is a white woman, you know, but to me, she had the spirit of an Israelite woman. And she broke down a vision she had. She had a couple of visions. One of them was about a lung pestilence that was coming, and another one was about the famine. You know, so with this fog, you know, people are coming into contact with this fog, and then they're finding later they're getting sick, you know, and a respiratory illness such as asthma, you know, that shit ain't no joke, you know. It says in recent days, a lot of very strange things have been happening, and this is certainly one of the strangest. But are there any facts that we can verify? You know, a lot of people say it's the DR bags, which if you don't know what those are the DRONES, you know, that've been in the sky, where they've been sent over here by Moab, the washpot, you know, these other nations to spy out the land, take surveillance. You know, what is Esau just using it as a distraction? You know, that's another so-called conspiracy theorist that is coming from the DR bags. You know, it says, well, it is true that there has been an unusual amount of fog in both the U.S. and the U.K. Reports show that the fog has impacted air travel, rail systems, and highways in multiple areas. As reported by Sportskeeda, major airports in both the UK and the US have experienced considerable delays and cancellations. Heathrow, Luton, and Manchester airports in the UK experienced major disruptions resulting from low visibility in the US. Impacted regions consist of California, Texas, Florida, and sections of the Midwest. In Des Moines, Iowa, the fog was so bad that authorities issued dense fog advisories for 6 days in a row. Much of Iowa Iowa saw a hazy Christmas instead of a white one this year. Fog settled in over Des Moines and the rest of the state during the last week of December. A dense fog advisory was issued for central Iowa on Monday. This marked the sixth morning in a row of dense fog advisories. It is also true that a lot of people are blaming their illnesses on the fog. Reports from around the globe are surfacing of mysterious illnesses linked to encounters with so-called chemical fogs. Described as thick, lingering blanket, the fog has left people sick, many experiencing cold or flu-like symptoms only after brief exposure, dubbed FogVid-24. Some victims have also reported an unexplained loss of energy, and this isn't just happening in the U.S. In the UK, a Twitter user named Jay Anderson says that he got rapidly ill after he was exposed to thick fog. I'm really not trying to buy into the FogVid-24 conspiracy where people were saying the thick blanket of fog of the UK that impacted us for about 3 days straight has made people ill, but I got rapidly ill with cold flu symptoms, and it was after brief exposure to fog. So that's part of the pestilence, man. All right? And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is definitely working. This is the book of Job, chapter 36, and 24. Remember that thou magnifiest the work which men behold. Every man may see it. Man may behold it afar off. Behold, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is great, and we know him not. Neither can the number of his years be searched out. That's why the Heavenly Father is known as what? Yahweh is known as the Ancient of Days. Yahweh Shai is known as the Alpha and Omega. Right? 27. For he maketh small the drops of water. They pour down rain according to the vapor thereof. So let's look up this word vapor. And you will get the word mist. Look up the definition of fog in the online etymology dictionary. It says thick, obscuring mist. Okay? It says 1540s, a back formation from foggy. From a Scandinavian source, akin to Danish fog, spray, shower, snowdrift. Go down, says damp, moist. Okay? But it goes back to an obscuring mist. Look up the definition of mist. Weather condition consisting of a cloud resting upon the ground. Fog, also precipitation, consisting of fine droplets of water, much smaller than rain. But you got to remember the HAARP. You got to remember Esau, has a God complex, so he's using different machines, things of that nature, too. But you also have to understand that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in control, so he's using them. This is Psalms 135:7. He causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings for the rain. He bringeth the wind out of his treasuries. Again, you go into this word vapors.
Strong's H5387. Nasi.
Which means rising mist, vapor. Okay, aka a fog. Look at the Strong's info. It says sense of developing a fog, mist, vapor. Okay, so naturally Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the one that controls the weather, lightning, storms, thunderings, mist, fog. All right, the seasons. All right, winter, fall, snow, hail, all of these things. All right, but with Esau being the Most High's sword, okay. This is Psalm 17, verse 13. It says, arise, O Yahweh Shem Yahushua, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So you have to understand that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is in complete control, and he's using Esau, the devil, the old serpent, Satan, and the dragon as his sword on the left-hand side. and he's giving them the power. It says in Isaiah, I created the smith that blowed the coals in the fire. So he's giving them the knowledge, power, weaponry, technology to create such things like the HAARP machine, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, and he's using these weapons on the population to make people sick. And we can't forget about the planes with the CHEM trails. So a lot is going on, but it all goes back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, where he's using his sword to do it, because the sword is being sharpened, man. And a lot of people are going to be taken out this year, whether it be through the famine, whether it be through the pestilence, you know. This is Luke 21 and verse 8, and he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and the time draweth near, go ye not after them. Right, because there's going to be many false prophets, false disciples, all right, demonic teachers, right? But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not by and by. And we always hear about wars and commotions. A lot of that is still going on today. What's that site? Reuters. It's from Reuters.com. It says Hamas and Blink wrangle over talks as Israeli strikes in Gaza intensify. Right, and this is from 3:13 p.m. January 5th. So there's always wars and rumors of wars going on, especially over there in the Levant region, the Middle East. All right, with Gog and Magog, because those are signs of the end. That's part of the prophecy, But as believers, those things shouldn't terrify you. It's just things that must happen. But it says, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. So these things are going to happen, and they're going to ever increase, right? And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, that's scarcity of food, lack of bread, no water, and pestilences. So that fog is bringing pests. People are actually getting sick, and fearful sights, which that's what those Dior bags are causing. People are looking up now. People are seeing UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, UFOs, unidentified flying objects, actual chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're seeing drones and other aircrafts of Esau and other nations, blood moons, solar eclipses. All of these things are fearful sights, and the heathen are dismayed at these things, but the hopeful elect are not, and great signs shall they be from heaven, so that's part of what these are part of the things that must happen as well. The great signs in heaven, wars, rumors of wars, famine, pestilence, all right? It says the National Weather Service is not denying that there has been a lot of fog lately, and they're not denying that people are getting sick, but they are suggesting that there may be scientific explanations for what we're witnessing. However, the National Weather Service issued a dense fog advisory for multiple states, suggesting there could be a scientific explanation behind the bizarre reports. When the particles may seem unusual, fog is a visible aerosol consisting of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air or near the Earth's surface. Shining a light in the fog makes these particles visible. As for the chemical smell people have described, the fog can absorb and trap polluted air near the Earth's surface, acting as a carrier for car exhaust, industrial emissions, and other airborne chemicals. Okay, and you might as well throw in there the CHEM TRAILS that they keep spraying in the goddamn skies. Okay, and they're going to increase. And I got a few videos I want to bring out.
Yes, the fog is also here in Colorado now. It's really weird. Look at this. Seems like a snow as well. The fog thing is now hitting Colorado as well. Yes, the fog is also here in Colorado now. It's really weird. Look at
Mysterious fog has started to show up all across the country and people are very worried. Ever since the Dior bag stopped showing up in the sky, people have started to see fog at their house all across the country. Literally from all corners of America, people are walking outside their house seeing fog like this, but saying that it has oddly big particles in it. Florida, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, California, and Texas, and basically all over the country, people are reporting the same thick particle fog. Some people are saying that it's making them feel sick, smells like chemicals, and is not normal, and what are the odds that it's the exact same looking stuff everywhere? This is a video somebody took yesterday morning in Florida at 6:30, and this is not snow. They don't know what this is. This person said this fog is everywhere, and it's not just fog, it's like someone spraying something weird. My throat's been killing me since it rolled in. Anyone else notice this chemical smell? It's not natural, feels like we're in a sci-fi movie where the air is not safe anymore. No one has been able to say exactly what this fog is or why people are able to see it all across the country, but I want you guys to let me know, have you seen this fog yet? Mysterious fog has started to show.
Yeah, so there you go. Oh, and also you got this new, that's the spirit. So I was looking at this movie called 28 Years Later, which is a prequel or sequel to 28 Days Later. You got 28 Weeks Later. And we look at that movie, it's about the pestilence. It's called the rage virus. So there's going to be more and more pestilence coming out, man. And I have another article. This is from All News Pipeline, an alternative news media source. January 4th, shortages of protein foods causing price hikes expected to continue for years to come, all a part of the engineered mass famine campaign to starve Babylonians into obedience or death. And as you can see, for a goddamn, for some eggs, $14 pretty much, man. With tax, you might as well say that's $14. Okay, $8, right? It says egg prices are spiking in certain areas across the U.S. A recall on Walmart has now hit 20 states. There's going to be more recalls. All right, it's going to be more factories closing. Food recalls continue to increase for frozen pizzas, food specialties, buttered vegetables, salsa, and more. And of course, due to low inventory of cattle, prices for beef are rising again, and chicken is getting more expensive. This is just a small sampling of what we've been seeing across the nation, and when seen all together, is clearly indicative of something sinister, such as a manufactured, engineered attack on the food supply of Babylonians. With $8, $9, and $13 for just a dozen of eggs in some places, I continue to urge readers to use an egg substitute for bacon, scrambled eggs, casseroles, or anything that's not just poached or over easy. For those that bake or use a lot of eggs for certain dishes, this will be a good money saver. All right. That's the Spirit 144. It says, for the record, the price of eggs is expected to see a continued rise due to an egg shortage blamed on the avian FLU. All right. It says, Fox News reports that prices for meat, poultry, and fish rose 1.7% in November, but prices for eggs rose 8.2%. Signs are already appearing in stores across Babylon. All right, egg shortage. Due to the ongoing impact of highly pathogenic avian influenza, aka BIRDFOU, on poultry populations, egg supplies have been affected, heading to higher costs. We are committed to ensuring the safety and quality of our products and appreciate your understanding during this challenging time. So shit is about to get worse. Aside from eggs, there have been other reports such as fresh broccoli flores at Walmarts in 20 states now, with the claim of possible Listeria contamination. And interestingly, according to the FDA, it was a voluntary recall from the company Bragger Fresh, despite, and I quote, to date, no illnesses have been reported in connection with this product, beef. On December 17th, the website Beef Magazine reported the numbers in a piece titled U.S. Cattle Market Surge as Prices Hit Multi-Years High. The slaughter estimate last week was at 609,000 a head, 5,000 a head lower than the week prior, and 38,000 below last week. According to NerdWallet, beef prices are at record high due to the number of factors, and things are about to get worse price-wise. All right. With the cattle inventory is decreasing, overall the number of cattle in feedlots, a weigh station in the commercial beef supply chain before cattle was sent to meat packers, has actually been higher than it was a year ago. That means there's still plenty of beef cows in the pipeline, which helps temper prices in the short term, but that will soon change. There aren't enough cattle being born to replace those going to market. That's because many farmers reduce the size of their herds by sending female cows to slaughter instead of keeping them to breed more calves. Eventually, inventory will become scarce all throughout the supply chain and force prices even higher. Reversing the trend isn't like flipping a switch. First, farmers must decide to expand their herds, and then there's a time factor. Once it's born, a calf won't be big enough to sell from beef until it's roughly 18 months to 2 years old. This tells us we can expect the cost of beef to continue rising at least 2 years, and the timetable will be extended if farmers cannot afford to expand their herds. See, that's why it says in Esdras that they that till the ground shall mourn, because these farmers are going to catch hell. Also it says in Ezekiel, the Most High is going to break the staff of bread. You don't eat your bread by, it's Ezekiel 4 and 16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, right? Because Americans, for the longest, just like ancient Egypt, we got 7 years of plentiful. Now we're getting ready to enter 7 years of extreme hardship and barren, which that's just a number of completion. I'm not saying we're going to be another 7 years. I'm just saying it's going to be very hard times to where, it's going to be scarcity, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment, meaning food rationing, food scarcity, lack of water. You don't eat and not be satisfied. You're not going to have enough. 17, that they may want bread and water and be astonished one with another and consume away for their iniquity. Consume away through what? Famine, which is a very horrible way to die. All right. It's Lamentations 4, verse 8. Their visage is blacker than the coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered, it is become like a stick. And you damn Babylonians, man, you deserve it. You have all type of pop lucks, pizza parties at the job, all this bullshit, DoorDash, Uber Eats, fast food. One big party, everything is at your fingertips. That the venture shall fail, right? They that be slain, and it says verse 9, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. Okay, so it's better for you to die, get shot, get stabbed up, than to just sit there starving, wasting away. 10. The hands of the pitiful woman have shot on their own children, meaning women going to cook their own babies. They're going to be so hungry. All right? And they're going to be afraid to leave their dwelling wherever they at. They're going to kill their children to put their child out of misery because their child going to be starving. And they're going to eat their child so they don't starve. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. These are the times that's coming into. Meanwhile, the Lord said, for his elect, my servant shall eat. He's going to protect the homes of the elect from pestilence, from famine, all of these things, man. This is Psalms 91. And to start at 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Meaning what? In this word, right? The name of Yahweh Shem Shai is a strong tower. A lot of people don't know that name. So it's like a secret place. right? I will say of Yahweh Shem Shai, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. The Most High is going to deliver his elect from really the nukes. That's going to be the ultimate destruction. But he's going to have a lot going on before the nukes even make his way over here. 4, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall on thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Meaning what? Yahweh Shem El Shai is going to perfectly protect the chosen. Verse 8, only with thine eyes shalt thou see and behold the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Yahweh Shem El Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. This is why prayer is important, especially now. Everything is picking up. When you look at the parable of the 5 virgins, 5 were wise and 5 were foolish, it's time to start turning those lamps, man. Lest you be looking for oil and you don't get none. 11, for he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Right? Meaning the Most High gonna have a hedge about you. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample on the feet. Because he had set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he had known my name. So the name of Yahweh Shem El Shai is very important, man. Right? He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and shew him my salvation. So with this, I'm going to end it. And I pray this has been edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem El Shai. Say shalom to the whole